starting five. Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. And it's Alexander Walker in at the point guard position. And for the Clippers, Collins at power forward, Zubac's in the middle. Beal and Kawhi operate together on the wings. And it's Harden in at the one. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Now here's Harden.
Hey, turn around.
Leonard looking over the floor. This one for three. Harden misses. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Risache with the ball, and it's Leonard picking him up. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on John Collins.
After averaging just about 3 points per game as a rookie, Jalen Johnson has put so much work into his game and has become a very good NBA player.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good, and we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks, guys. No doubt that a healthy Kristaps Porzingis is still a unicorn for what he can bring to a team. When Atlanta pulled the trigger to bring him in, they envisioned him stretching the floor, and Porzingis has opened up about recovering from the illness that sidelined him during the 2025 NBA playoffs. Guys, the Hawks are hoping he can be the player that helps get them back into the postseason. Their entire 2025-26 regular season hinges on KP.
He's a big factor. All right, Shams, thanks for the update. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Now here's Alexander Walker. His last outing, he had 20. Pass to Johnson. From behind the arc, Alexander Walker with the bucket.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about how Kristaps Porzingis can warp a defense with his shooting. He said, quote, when they post him outside and go 5 out, it stretches a team. We'll need to adjust by closing out and rotating faster than we're used to. Hopefully that helps us against what they're trying to do. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Daniels, following the score by Los Angeles. Down low, here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
You know, when Porzingis is coming off as the cutter in a pick and roll, his desire is to score and finish the play.
Leonard outside. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard has found so many ways to score. He can slip around you with his length. He can go through you with his strength. This guy's so tough to guard.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Risache. From the high post. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it showed right there.
Here's Beal. And he gets it to go off the front iron. And that'll tie this game up.
Well, the mid-range, always a solid option for Bradley Beal, and sometimes that's what the defense concedes.
There's the screen by Johnson. And he lobs it up top. It's stolen by Leonard. Leonard on the wing for three. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Leonard's got his second basket on the night.
Well, ready on the catch. Your pre-shot preparation is on point. Kawhi, the catch and shoot.
Right side Johnson. Pass to Porzingis. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Now here's Alexander Walker. Inside. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And when Johnson gets an opening, no question he's looking to power it down.
Harden, the pass to Collins. Harden with a screen on Johnson. Leonard outside. 6 on the shot clock. laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Leonard's got 7 points in the game. Hawks trail by 3. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Porzingis with a screen on Beal. Beal against Daniels. Banked it in off the glass.
What a great start. They've only missed one thus far.
And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the LA Clippers. Beal outside. Leonard on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Daniels. The Hawks have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. And Collins with the big block. Now Los Angeles moving it up. Tries the 9-footer. Johnson against Zubats. It's Beal on the wing. And Porzingis with the block.
Oh, that is a big-time block from KP. How about that rim protection?
Let's look at the top rebounders from last season. 4th, Ivica Zubats.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
The Hawks trailing. Daniels outside. Pass to Porzingis. Outside, Alexander Walker. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Clippers have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Now here's Leonard. Risache covering. Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Well, you have to love the patience by Kawhi right there. Use the pick-and-roll game to perfection.
Doris, when you watch Kawhi play, what stands out is his ability to stay on balance at all times.
B.A., when you consider the type of injury and the number of injuries he has sustained to those knees, it is incredible the high level this man plays at. On balance for sure, but a guy who can score big buckets in big moments and carry an offense. Truly incredible.
Outside Risache. They kick it out to Porzingis. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
John Collins has tremendous vertical showing off right there.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Beal against Daniels. Left side, Alexander Walker. Johnson on the wing. Daniels outside. Pass to Risache. 4 on the clock. And too long on the shot.
Now there's your rim protection. That's how you defend the post.
Boy, he really anchors well on the block. Very difficult to back down.
Drains the triple.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Now here's Risache. Playing Orlando, he was nearly unstoppable.
Yeah, what a move by the light-footed rookie. Risache driving in to get a bucket.
Beal outside. Pass to Leonard. To the middle. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Hawks trail by 6. Outside, Alexander Walker. Outside, Johnson to the paint. Zubac with the steal. Beal against Daniels. Collins a screen. Leonard passes to Collins. And Collins with the slam.
With a little bit of style, John Collins up and off his feet.
And Atlanta with possession here. 8-point game. Their last game, a win against the Magic. Looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, they really worked hard to find shots in that one. Some good play calls and energy on the offensive end.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Leonard. 7 points in the game. Over Rizachet. Porzingis grabs the board.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Down low. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, all the way up there at 7-2. I mean, it must be pretty easy for Porzingis to see the floor.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Atlanta also making some changes. Okongwu comes in for Daniels, and it's Wallace in for Alexander Walker. Los Angeles leading by 3. Now Dunn. Outside Bogdanovich. The 3 is up. The rebound by the Hawks. This game against Los Angeles here, their first look at the Clippers. And Doris, when you have a veteran roster with some of the injury history of these Clippers, load management becomes a big consideration.
And B.A., how impressive is the resiliency of this team in the face of all that injury history they have? Credit the front office for the depth they have developed and the coaching staff for their incredible adaptability. It is nothing short of remarkable.
Hawks trail by 3. Pass to Wallace. Outside Johnson. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. And so it's Bogdanovich with it. He brings it up for the Clippers. Dunn right side. Outside Bogdanovich. From the top of the key. Good on the bucket. And Atlanta with possession here. Outside Johnson. Pass to Porzingis. To the middle. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
Now Bogdanovich. Rizachet covering. Here's Dunn. Okongwu with the rebound.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
The 3 from Rizachet. Rebound by the Clippers. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
They just couldn't get into a rhythm offensively. They didn't shoot it well and also didn't get the best of looks.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
ABA, the Clippers are remaining competitive even with some shifting pieces in their roster. Star play creator James Harden said, quote, "We're legit and our defense is really good. Offensively, we know what we want to get to and we hang our hats on the defensive end." BA, back to you.
A heavy veteran roster. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie. And the Clippers miss again.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Outside Porzingis. outside Risache. Just 5 on the clock. Okongwu, a screen on Batum. It's stolen by Bogdanovic. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 3.
And I applaud Bogdanovic's effort level, working hard to make the most of a forced turnover.
Wallace outside. 12 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Porzingis. Lays it up and banks it in. Porzingis has got 6 points.
Well, this is a case where you use your size to full advantage, exactly what you're looking for.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top, leading by a point. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. We've got Noel. He's out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Okongwu in at the 5, down low. A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
The Hawks making a switch here. Krejci's checked in. Two on the clock. Here's Okongwu. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Clippers in the lead. Lopez finds Harden. Dunn outside. Lopez passes to Dunn. Jones sets a screen. To the inside. And the dunk by Jones.
Well, if there's a target at the cup, Jones Jr. is the man for the job. What a rise and finish.
Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Now here's Harden. He's coming off a 25-point game against Oklahoma City.
And the way he passed the basketball was also a major factor. He created a ton of opportunities for his teammates, guys.
Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at. Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. And the shot goes down. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Well, Lopez so comfortable down inside. This is where he makes his living.
Wallace, the pass to Okongwu. And here's Kennard. Batum pulls it in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
I tell you, that's a big-time finish. Nick Batum goes up strong and with authority and won't be denied.
And the upcoming schedule for the Atlanta Hawks. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And that game against Sacramento, that's one that stands out to me. A lot of great talent involved in that one, and I'm curious to see how they have improved over the offseason.
Free throw good, Okongwu. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
And both free throws good for Okongwu. The Clippers lead by 3. Dunn outside. Nifty move. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, Chris Dunn brings positional size, so a little contact on the interior will not bother him.
First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Grant, the Clippers were finally healthy in the playoffs last season, but it still wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, but they gave us a dramatic 7-game series against the Nuggets, who then went on to push OKC to 7 games. So even if it wasn't the outcome the Clips wanted, still a heck of a season.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Boy, Chris Dunn's willingness to put in the work on his jump shooting and to lean into the defense that gets him on the floor, he has proven to be a valuable rotation piece.
Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Now here's Dunn to the left side wing. Here's Lopez. Back to Dunn. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Hawks trail by 3. Here's Johnson. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
And that's where Johnson does most of his work offensively, inside the paint.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. All right, let's take a second to view the 2K leaderboard and look at last season's top scoring squads. Number 5, the Hawks.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Harden surveying the D. Pass to Jones. Here's Leonard. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. And that's now 9 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Well, the mid-range is Kawhi's bread and butter. This guy can get to his spots and take whatever he wants.
Throws it up high. Knocked loose. Done with a steal. Leonard on the wing. Fires the 3. And that 3 is knocked down by Kawhi.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Here's Daniels. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
And Daniels doesn't mess around. When he's charging inside, he's focused on the flush.
Leonard against Kennard. Kawhi, so steady inside.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Hawks trail by 6. Daniels right side. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. James Harden picks one up. How about Dyson Daniels, Grant? Last season, leading the league in steals.
Well, averaging over 3 a game. That mark hadn't been met in over 3 decades, B.A. In the process, the Aussie earning the nickname, the Great Barrier Thief. Not bad.
The first free throw is good. Some changes for Los Angeles. Ivica Zubac's checked in for Lopez. Collins comes in for Jones. And it's Bradley Beal in for Dunn. Risache, he's checked in for the Hawks. And that's good as he hits both shots. I think what excites me the most early in the season is the uncertainty of the journey, Doris.
Oh, there's no doubt. Everything's in front of you, and that goes for every team in the league. Fans know it, players know it. All the arenas right now still full of optimism. He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things at him, but he's been unstoppable.
Here's Alexander Walker. Got a hand on it.
Boy, how about the D from Zubac there? The big man from Croatia doing some things defensively.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Beal outside. Pass to Harden. Six to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Hits the trifecta. Harden's got his first 3 points of the game.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
Here's Okongwu. Pass to Daniels. Now here's Alexander Walker. Here's Okongwu. Great D that time from Zubac.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Okongwu. Hawks trail by 11. Daniels outside. They set the pick. Back to Alexander Walker. Shot to stop the run. Collins with the rebound.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
Beal, the pass to Leonard. Beal against Daniels. Leonard for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
They're shooting the 3 extremely well this quarter. Be fun to see if they can keep it up.
Daniels outside. Outside Porzingis. Outside Risache. The 3. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Pass to Leonard. Fires for 3. And that one goes. Now 10 for 13 on the night.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And the Clippers making a change here. Dunn's checked in.
Coming onto the floor for your opponent, Chris Dunn.
Outside Johnson to win the drought. Rebound by the Clippers.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Now here's Porzingis. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
I love that he sacrificed his body over and over. His persistence at getting to the free throw line really paid off for them.
Here's Dunn. A 17-point lead, their biggest. For 3, Collins. They grab their own miss. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
You love to see Zubac get after it on the window. Use that size and strength.
Now here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded closely. Daniels outside. No good with the triple.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Collins. Beal outside. Fires in the triple. Beal's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Alexander Walker. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
I guess you don't need 2 hands when 1 will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control. Daniels against Beal. Zubac with a screen on Daniels. Beal into the lane. And then Beal with the dunk.
This guy's in attack mode. Bradley Beal taking it strong.
Atlanta's gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the 2nd quarter. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Porzingis surveying the floor. Basket's good.
How about Porzingis? Shrugs off the hit. That work in the weight room paying off already. You gotta love the time he's put in to make himself a challenge.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. John Collins grew up playing soccer goaltender. He said, quote, "I've always had good hands, but goaltending helped my reaction time, being able to track the ball at fast speeds. It's an important thing for guards to trust the big fella that you can catch and finish." Brian, back to you.
Terrific report. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Collins outside. Back to Dunn. Pass to Leonard.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play in the first half. Yep, that one goes.
Starting to look like one of those nights for Kawhi Leonard when he's absolutely dominant on the offensive end.
Inside, here's Porzingis.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Dunn outside. And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Hawks trail by 16. And here's Daniels. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
Not to mention the assists he piled up. You can see why his teammates like playing with him.
I just love the ball movement.
And it's Beal with the ball for the LA Clippers. 22 was their biggest lead. 1:09 left in the first half. Pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. And they pick up 2. Leonard's got 28 points for the game.
Well, Kawhi Leonard meets the defender at the rim, and he comes out on top.
Outside Johnson. Outside Alexander Walker. Porzingis in the post. Zubac's there. Porzingis passes to Johnson. Dunn with a steal. By himself. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Yeah, all the credit to Dunn, just turning on the jets to beat everyone down the floor in transition.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Johnson. They kick it out to Porzingis. Rebounded by Dunn.
Boy, they give him the mid-range jumper, and he has to make that.
Beal with it. He's got 10. Launches a 3. The shot no good. And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for Los Angeles. He's been doing damage on the offensive end all night. 28 points in this one. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Brad, you limited their effectiveness early. What did you guys do defensively?
I think we just did a good job coming out with intensity. We did a good job frustrating them. It's a team that's really good at moving the ball, and they got a lot of guys who can put it on the floor, go one-on-one. So, we're just accepting a challenge, limiting them to one shot as much as possible, getting out and going.
Thanks, Brad. Back to you guys.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Hi, everybody. Kawhi Leonard displaying excellence yet again. The board man has been on fire.
There's greatness, and then there's consistency of greatness. Leonard has few out games because he's a complete player, and he's self-driven.
The only thing that can really slow the Kawhi down really is injury. That's about it.
And now, and I know it's still early in the season, but let's take a moment to talk about the conference standings in the West.
You look at Los Angeles, they've been one of the bigger disappointments so far in the early goings. Some people thought they might be an elite team, and we haven't seen that at all. But the good news is there's still plenty of room and time to turn it around.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Here's Risache. Kawhi and Collins are the forwards. Harden pairs with Beal to make up the guard set. And it's Zubats in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And this is why Johnson can't afford to hold back inside. Sometimes you can get through.
Pass to Beal. Back to Harden. Now Leonard. The rebound by Atlanta. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. That'll be the first of two games on their home court. Outside, Alexander Walker. Porzingis with a screen on Beal. Shot clock at 6. KP wrecks the rim.
The defense made the mistake of allowing Kristaps Porzingis to find his rhythm. Going to be a long night if you don't cool him off.
Harden, the pass to Leonard. Over Risache. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Oh, you missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Stolen by Collins. Now Los Angeles moving it up. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Third straight miss to start the half. Ouch.
Johnson passes to Alexander Walker, and the bucket is good. Alexander Walker's got 10 points.
I'll tell you exactly the start to this half that you're looking for. He's taken 3 shots. He's made 3 shots.
Back to Harden. Pass to Leonard. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Johnson.
How about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Now here's Harden. Beal surveying the D. 6 on the shot clock. No good, and they can't put it into the drought.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
Porzingis with a screen on Harden. They kick it out to Porzingis. Oh, the deep ball from Porzingis.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Leonard outside. Pass to Zubac. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
If you're going to foul Ivica Zubac, you better really foul him. This guy's got great strength.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for Los Angeles, one shot.
And that one misses. And Doris, you look at Ivica Zubac. His game is elevated to a point where he's near the top of opposing scouting reports.
What's fascinating to me, BA, is there were a couple years where we were saying traditional 5s are no longer part of the game. Not true. Zubac is a throwback. Plays to his strengths, playing in the paint, rebounding the basketball, and affecting the game with that 7-foot frame.
Now here's Harden. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. 3-pointer, Beal. Porzingis grabs the board.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Here's Daniels. Off target from outside. The Clippers lead by 9. Collins passes to Leonard. Pass to Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
Oh my, James Harden with a statement right there.
Outside Rizachet. Johnson a screen on Leonard. And here's Johnson. Here's Porzingis. Porzingis punishing inside.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Leonard outside. The rebound by the Hawks. Rizachet's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Johnson, and he dunks it in. Right on John Collins. Oh, man.
And that was a dunk contest material kind of jam. Johnson just letting it all hang out.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the Clippers. 22 was their biggest lead. Pass to Collins. Here's Leonard. Hits the target from 18 feet. 30 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Just 1 of 6 this quarter. Trying to shoot his way out of this funk.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
He's getting loose and doing work. They want to talk this over and find some answers.
And here's a look now at who shot the ball the best during last season's campaign. 4th, Ivica Zubac.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Johnson. Here's Daniels. Outside Porzingis. Pass to Rizachet. Clock at 4. Over Leonard. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Beal from outside. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, that is so easy for Bradley Beal. From 3, no problem.
Now here's Alexander Walker. 10 points for him. Johnson a screen on Harden. Alexander Walker, the pass to Porzingis. 17-foot shot on the way, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Boy, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
And then it's Collins with the dunk.
He sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Hawks trail by 14. Outside Risache. There's a screen. Back to Alexander Walker. Will it go? Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, Johnson's versatility really shows up in the pick and roll.
Los Angeles leading by 12. To the middle. Here's Zubac. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Daniels against Beal. Porzingis sets a screen. And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks.
Coming onto the floor for the Hawks, number 17, Onyeka Okongwu.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Daniels. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Pass to Beal. Now here's Zubac. And here's Harden. Fires the three. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his fourth rebound in this one. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Okongwu's got 10 points.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
Harden against Daniels. Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Yeah, if you allow Zubac positioning near the cup, look out. This is what you can expect.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Not on target. 4 for 9 in this one. Los Angeles leading by 14. Collins outside. Back to Beal. Pass to Leonard. Takes a three. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his fifth rebound in this one. On the wing, Alexander Walker from behind the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Collins. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Hawks trail by 16. Now here's Alexander Walker. He's got 10. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Big group substitution here for Atlanta. Newell, he's checked in for Okongwu. Krejci comes in for Risache. Kennard, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Wallace in for Daniels. Kennard against Bogdanovich. Here's Jones, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You can see the athleticism of Derrick Jones Jr. causes a ton of issues for the defense. That is why they foul him there.
first one falls. Both good from the line that time. Here's Wallace. No points so far. To the inside. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Easy money for Kristaps Porzingis. That's 7-3 we're talking about.
Dunn outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Batum. Now Lopez. 5 to shoot. Puts one up from 19, and he hits the jumper. Lopez has gotten his second bucket of the game.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Wallace outside. Pass to Newell. Porzingis sets a screen and out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Katangos checked in for Atlanta. Johnson comes in for Krejci. Here's Bogdanovich. And there's 1:45 left in the third. Down low. Here's Batum. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 18.
Touch right around the rim by Nick Batum. Go ahead, score inside. Nick, show him what you got.
Kennard passes to Wallace.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit. And that's 2 awful trips in a row, resulting in turnovers.
Los Angeles leading by 18. Now Bogdanovich. Dunn outside. Buries it from 3. Dunn's got 7 points.
Boy, a confident shot by Dunn. That jumper has come such a long way.
Okongwu against Lopez. Pass to Wallace. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Out left to the wing. 5 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. Here's Okongwu, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Dunn, the pass to Bogdanovich. Lopez, the screen from downtown. Bogdanovich, no good.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
On the wing, Wallace. We've got 13 seconds left in the third. Just 5 to shoot. Kennard outside. Over Bogdanovich. Good as the jump shot falls. Kennard's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
And so it's Los Angeles out in front by 19 going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Back after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And the Hawks looking at who they've got. Noel out there with Onyeka Okongwu. Then there's Johnson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Wallace in at point guard. Here's Batum.
And not only does Johnson have the length, he has the desire too. I mean, it's what makes him a stout defender.
Pass to Okongwu. Kennard outside. They set the pick. Up and over Dunn. Kennard can't get it to go. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 22 was their biggest lead. Dunn outside. Left side Jones. Here's the three. The rebound by Atlanta.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Wallace outside. Johnson passes to Wallace. Now Kennard. Back to Wallace. Clock at 6. Noel from outside. Counted from distance.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Here's Dunn. Pass to Harden from deep. Okongwu with the rebound.
Let's say he has not been at his best, but they're winning, and that's all that matters.
Here's Kennard from deep. Johnson. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
You're keeping the defense honest. Johnson cashes in from the corner.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Batum against Johnson. Batum, the pass to Dunn. Up and over Kennard. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Hawks trail by 13. There's a screen. Pass to Noel. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Luke Kennard showing off his playmaking skills. That's about vision and IQ.
The Clippers lead by 11. And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Batum. Risache, he's checked in for the Hawks. Krejci comes in for Wallace. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He said, this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Lopez passes to Dunn. Now here's Jones. Pass to Harden. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Atlanta. Okongwu's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And give them credit on the job they've done to narrow the gap with this big run.
Los Angeles leading by 9. And here's Leonard. Dunn outside. 6 on the shot clock. And no good. The dry spell continues. Hawks trail by 9. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Risache. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1-3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
Johnson against Jones. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Derek Jones.
And for Jalen Johnson, a long wing type, going inside is always a good play.
shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Johnson. No good on the second free throw. The Clippers lead by 8. Pass to Harden. Back to Jones. Here's Lopez. Leonard inside. Defended by Kennard. Three-pointer. Harden. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Leonard's got his 7th assist here tonight. Hawks trail by 11. Here's Krejci. Outside Rizachet. Tries to break his ice, and he dunks it down.
Credit the hard work coming back. They're doing their best to steal this game.
They're showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
So it's Los Angeles now, following the score by Atlanta. Dunn's shot is good.
Boy, how much do you appreciate Chris Dunn working hard inside to come away with these easy interior buckets?
Inside. Here's Kennard. And he can't get that one. Ooh, solid D from Leonard. Lets it go from 14. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Kennard passes to Krejci. Johnson a screen on Harden. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And a big-time scoring night for Johnson. Looking for a shot and playing with serious confidence.
Harden from outside. Pass to Jones. Launches it. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Kennard passes to Krejci. Back to Kennard. Johnson a screen on Leonard. To the middle. Tipped. Johnson passes to Okongwu. Rejected by Lopez.
Well, Lopez twice on the pipes. He has the length to do this every time on the defensive end.
Outside Rizachet. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Left side Jones. Pass to Leonard. Leonard spikes it down.
Kawhi Leonard reminding folks he's still got a vertical. Look out.
Here's Krejci. Now here's Rizachet. Outside Johnson. Now Kennard. 18 feet out. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time.
Well, guys who are known as shooters are always ready on the catch. Luke Kennard, rise and fire.
Here's Dunn. Rizachet with some nice D. Here's Atlanta now. They're on a 17-7 run. Johnson finds Kennard.
Luke Kennard is known for his three-point shooting ability. Big-time corner delivery.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Outside Harden. Pass to Leonard. Over Kennard. Leonard's shot's good. Leonard's got 34.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
Rizachet drives in, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Good to see Rizachet attacking like that. When he sees the lane open up, he gets real aggressive.
And here's Leonard. it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
Boy, Kawhi Leonard lets his game do the talking. Yes, he's soft-spoken and quiet, but boy, he's a big-time player.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Here's the pick. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
I think that's going to stick with them for a while. Huge mistake at a critical juncture in the game.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Now here's Harden, covered by Alexander Walker. Zubac, screen. To the paint. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Zubac's never a guy to shy away from contact.
The line for Los Angeles, Ivica Zubac, taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
It's been great watching Ivica Zubac's growth. This guy, his game has evolved and his role is increasing.
So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Here's Daniels. He launches. Leonard there for the rebound. Now Harden. On the take. Oh!
Wow, James Harden putting a little sauce in the finish. Nicely done.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Hawks trail by 12. Outside, Alexander Walker. Here's Porzingis. Oh, no good on the layup. Now Beal. From downtown. Johnson with the rebound. Puts up the tray. Zubac pulls it down. Los Angeles leading by 12. Leonard, left side. Owning the post right there.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Look at KP, strong inside.
It's really tough to game plan for Kristaps Porzingis, one of the top inside-outside threats in the entire NBA.
Beal, it's off. Hawks trail by 12. Here's Porzingis, fires the 3. Ooh, it doesn't go.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Now here's Leonard. Risache covering. Now Collins. It's stolen by Johnson. And a fast break now for Atlanta. Oh, he jammed it.
And just outstanding hustle from Johnson. When he gets a step on the D in the open floor, it's over.
And so Beal will bring it up for the Clippers. 22 was their biggest lead.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Clippers.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Kawhi Leonard.
What a groove for him this evening. Just stand aside and let the man work.
Now here's Beal. Collins! It's money from deep.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Bucket is good!
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Here's Newell. And here's Kennard. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Well, Kawhi, you had it going inside and out. It seemed like you were getting wherever you wanted on the court. Did it feel that way?
It's moving well. Overall, the team played well. They got me in my spots. They made shots, open the floor for me.
Always humble. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Allie. And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And let's reveal our player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.